The top five news weekend edition. We give you all the news that you can use and nothing that might make you confused and nothing that would give you the blues. It's just five stories in 5 minutes that you can use. So if your career is already in a high gear or if you're sitting in a box checking your stocks, waiting to say game over to the work game, I'd like to suggest a news show with a very practical name. Once you've watched it, you'll never be the same. It's the top five news, and it's happening right now.
This is reckless. Reckless? Watch this. Too slow, Jerome! Unbelievable. Tremendous!
If you're a smart sheep, you're still a sheep.
The fake news is coming! The fake news is coming! The fake news is coming! The fake news is coming!
So tonight we're doing the top five stories. And folks, I have to tell you, there's never been anything like it.
You're watching the top five news.
It has to be true. I saw it on the news.
Welcome to Top 5 News, 5 stories in 5 minutes.
Ask not what your country can do for you, but ask your AI what it can do for you.
Boys!
He said that, but she told me something completely different.
That's not what he said. You're twisting his words. She's right. He said it. I heard him.
I can't use any of this. He said that, but she told me something completely.
We're okay. That's okay.
Take their rams! Let's do it!
Story number 5 today. So mad about the the SAVE Act and some of this stuff, but I'm going to do my best. We may have an F-bomb today, so bear with me. Top 5 news countdown. Trump fair quitters get roasted. Dell explodes 40%. Massive AI surge. Anthropic hits 965 billion. Founders now billionaires. I'm old enough to remember when a billion was actually a lot of money way back in the good old days. CBS ditches Colbert for a new comedy show, and Trump in the Situation Room with a peace deal on tap. Let's take a look at the stories counting down from number 5 to number 1. Story number 5 tonight. The fake news media is trying to say that Trump's incredible American State Fair Freedom 250 is crumbling, and that's total BS. A few has-beens and ungrateful, low-talent acts have bailed out, like the cowardly persons that they are. Martina McBride, Morris Day, The Time, the Commodores. Sorry, good music, but they're out. Young MC and a couple other nobodies. Martina McBride went as far to say that they moved the goalpost on her or something like this, and she thought it wasn't going to be political, that it was just going to be a celebration of the country. And she went so far as to release a statement along those lines, which normally I would tell you at this point in the show, you decide. But I have to tell you, Miss McBride, you're just, it's a total, utter lack of class. If, let's see who started out when I was young. If Gerald Ford or Jimmy Carter or Bush 1 or Bush 2 or Barack Hussein Obama or Joe Biden or Donald Trump asked me to come to the White House and perform for the country's 250th anniversary, I would go and I would sing my lights out. And I wouldn't care if I didn't like the president or I loved him. I wouldn't care. I would care for my country. And I would sing. And I would sing with all my heart for the country. But you decide. The political framing proved that they are not real American fans, and they're letting their TDS stand in the way of them and America having a great celebration. Trump built this massive patriotic celebration for the people, and good riddance to these snowflakes. Real American artists are stepping up, and the lineup's going to be better and stronger and better than it would have been anyway. The event's going to be huge. They're going to have a UFC fight on the White House lawn. They're going to have American flags like you've never seen before. One of them that I posted pictures of, I think the flag weighs like 40 tons. It's like a football stadium flag. Find that flag. If you dig through I know, because I post a lot. There's a lot of posts there. But if you look on X under the articles, you'll see a flag as a football-sized flag. It's been displayed in the past. It's got some dust on it. They're going to get that, and they're going to have an incredible party on the White House lawn to celebrate America's 250th. And it's not going to be political. It's not going to be Democrat. It's not going to be Republican. And it's not going to be independent either. And it's not going to be illegal aliens. It's not going to be citizens. It's not going to be black people or white people. It's going to be Americans celebrating America. Okay. Next story. Did I mention this is the weekend edition? This is going to have to last you and me the whole weekend. They're painting down the hall from our offices, and I just wanted to get out of here all day, but I wanted to see you guys and do the show. So thank you for coming in. Story number 4 today, Dell stock explosion. Dell, Austin-based Dell soared 40% today, heading for its best day ever after reporting a blowout earnings, raising fiscal 27 AI server guidance to $60 billion amid massive NVIDIA-driven backlog and pricing power. AI revenue now eclipses traditional PC sales. I'll say that again. AI revenue at Dell now eclipses the PC sales. Pause and think about that. Analysts and Joe Kramer highlighted it as a clear winner and fueled the broader tech rally. Wall Street, despite other volatility, up 8% in the month of May. I am a headhunter, not a financial stock market advisor, so don't take these as stock picks. But I got another stock pick for you. No, it's not a stock pick. It's a financial news. Keep it straight. All right, Anthropic. You heard of Anthropic? Anthropic AI. The AI gold rush just hit another level. The Anthropic closed a massive funding round. Reports range 30 billion to 65 billion plus, pushing the valuation of 965 billion, surpassing OpenAI, and becoming the world's most valuable AI startup. Co-founders Dario and Daniela Amodi, plus the other early team members, are now each worth $8 billion. I've told you this story before, but I had 2 people call me in the last year that told me, "Thank you for helping me get my stock options." One was at a company that just went wild, and he made a crazy amount of money. He said, "If I told you, you wouldn't even believe it." He said, "But I made more money in 2 years than I made the whole time I was working." And he called to thank me, and I said, "Why are you thanking me? I didn't get you that job." He goes, "No, like back in the '80s, Joe, when you got me my job, you told me to that the stock options were worth money, and you told me not to overlook that. You remember that?" I said, "Yeah, I'm a headhunter. I remember everything." That's our one gift. We can schmooze, we can talk to people, we can remember. That's a headhunter's gift. Oh, and storyteller. All headhunters are good storytellers to some degree. But yeah, he yeah, we remember headhunters. I remember a guy came in my office. I had met him like 10 years earlier, and he was meeting with one of the other recruiters, and I got called in to meet him, and this is back in the days when you met the people in person. Um, and I went in to meet him, and he goes, "You probably don't remember me, Joe, because 10 years ago, one of your other recruiters placed me on my first job." And I said, "I remember you." And I told him, "You got a daughter. This is her name, and I got the son. This his name, and you got the dog and the wife." And he said, "How do you remember all that from 10 years ago?" I said, "I don't know. It's a headhunter's gift." But anyway, Apollo is reportedly shopping a $36 billion deal tied to the Google chips for expansion, and analysts are calling it the tip of the spear for the broader AI market. What a rally. What a time to be alive in this AI boom. Stephen, story number 3. Where are we here? Anthropic. We did that. Story number 2 today. Stephen Colbert replacement drama. CBS is dropping Stephen Colbert, the late night show, replacing him with Barron Allen, Comics Unleashed guy. Clean, non-political comedy format. Buy time deal. Time buy deal, correction. And in other words, he's buying the whole show, and then he's responsible for selling the ads. Shifting away from the political sharp satire amid declining late night ratings and broader media challenges, supporters say it's refreshing. The debate is raging on whether this signals the end of an era for edgy political comedy on broadcast television. And story number 1 today, Iran peace deal breakthrough. Almost. I thought I was going to give you real good news today, but we did get Trump was in the Situation Room today, and things could have gone either way. But they did it. I thought they were going to announce a peace deal, but they did announce a temporary hold, I guess. And they also outlined what they want, which is the no nukes and the no nuclear materials and all that sort of thing. There's a list on the White House page, but I only have 5 minutes and I'm already 8 over, but it's the weekend edition, so we take a little extra time. Anyways, they're working on a peace framework with Iran. The deal would open the Strait of Hormuz within 60 days. We do have some of the details, and end Iran's nuclear program, and U.S. inspectors would be allowed to be on the ground, lock in a full ceasefire extension. Trump said Iran is negotiating on fumes, and he wants no nukes ever. Oil prices did drop 4%. Tehran says progress has been made, but they're still demanding enrichment rights. World markets are breathing a sigh of relief. That was story 5. That's your top 5 countdown, all the way from 5 to 1. So let us know what stories got you fired up. We'll look forward to your replies. You can repost the show or like it or whatever you want to do. Tell a friend about it, like my friend Bob. Bob said he told a couple friends about the show and they really liked it. So I think that's how it's going to grow. Thank you for spending a few minutes with us tonight on the show. If it's your first time here, I'm glad that you watched. If you're watching after on the rebroadcast or on a replay, I'm good with that too, as long as you're watching. You can even watch me on 1.5 or 2 times speed, and you might like that even better. But anyway, thanks for spending 5 minutes with us here. Stay informed, stay awesome, and we'll see you next week on the next countdown on Monday. And as the good book says, do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit, but rather in humility value others above yourself, not looking to your own interest, but to the interests of others. That's Philippians 2, 3, and 4. And as Paul Harvey would say, good day.